So now that we've talked about what Webpack is, we're going to work on adding Webpack to our client-side code. So in the source code that was provided, you'll see two folders. One will be Zenva MMORPG. This is our client-side code, and the other one is the REST API code. So this is going to be our server-side logic. So right now we're just going to focus just on the client-side code. So if you can go ahead and open up the Zenva MMORPG folder inside your code editor. And then inside you will see we have an index.html file and we have an assets folder that will have all of our audio, CSS, images, JavaScript, and everything that we used in the previous courses to start building our MMORPG. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and make a new folder, and we're just going to go ahead and call it client. So this will contain all of our client-side logic. For now, we will not drag the index.html file in our assets folder in there. We will do that later. So to actually use Webpack, we need to install it as a dependency. So the first thing we should do is actually create a package.json file for our code. So if we go ahead and switch over to our terminal, let's go ahead and go cd into that client folder, and let's go ahead and run the npm init command. So if you recall, the npm init command is going to walk us through creating a package.json. So for our package name, we're going to go ahead and just leave it as client. We'll do 1.0 for our version. Description, we'll just do client-side code for Zenva MMORPG. For our entry point, we're going to go ahead and do source and then index.js. Test command, we'll go ahead and just leave that blank for now. We won't worry about the Git repository or the keywords. And then for author, I'm going to go ahead and put my name. We can go ahead and put yours. And then for our license, we're just going to go ahead and leave that as the default license. And then we just need to go ahead and verify the information we put in. We're going to go ahead and put yes. And then now, if you go ahead and check, we should have inside our client folder our package.json. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and start actually installing some of our dependencies. So to go ahead and install Webpack, we just need to do npm install --save. But instead of just -save, we're going to go ahead and do save-dev. And what this will do is it's going to install this dependency as a dev dependency, which shows that it's needed for development, but it's actually not needed in our production code. And then we're going to go ahead and do Webpack. We're going to do Webpack-CLI and then Webpack-dev-server. And then we'll go ahead and enter to start installing our dependencies. So Webpack CLI and Webpack Dev Server are additional packages that are helpful while you are working with Webpack. So what Webpack Dev Server will do is it's going to run a development server that's going to bundle and run our code as we're working on it, so that way we can actually test our changes in real time. Where if we were just doing the Webpack build, we'd actually have to build our source code every time we make a change and then run another server to test it. That's why Webpack Dev Server is really nice, is because we actually do it while we're developing. And Webpack CLI is just a set of commands for developers that makes it very easy to set up a custom Webpack project. Alright, perfect. So now these are installed. The next package we're going to go ahead and install is we're going to go ahead and install Phaser. So currently we have our Phaser library included with our source code. Since we'll be switching to Webpack, we can install Phaser as a dependency and then reference it. And then when our code gets bundled, Phaser will be bundled with our code. And we don't actually have to include that file separately. So we're going to go ahead and do npm install --save, and we'll do Phaser. And another benefit of doing this is we can easily upgrade our version of Phaser without having to download and save the source code and then upload it to our server. And since we're including it as a dependency, we can easily update our dependency to get the newest version, rebundle our code and push it up to our server, and then we'll be using the new version of Phaser. Alright, so now that these are installed, let's go ahead and switch back to our code editor, and you will see our package.json has been updated with our dev dependencies, and our regular dependency.